Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We know that the so-called collective West and the allies are not, walking in lockstep. It might appear like that, but there's a lot of, non-unity in the unity of these countries and these organizations and terms ally and all that. And not only among countries, but inside the countries, there's fights, political fights between, well, should we help? We should not help. Should we continue with the sanctions? We should not continue with the sanctions. They give us the aura that, oh my God, they're all united and they're for, and do what's good. But there's many options over there, and it's a lot of tension. I'm talking about Germany in this case, and believe me, we can figure these things out from their articles, but the Russians know that. They know that's, in-house arguing and all that. So they're waiting for the winter, among others. So we have here an article from the New Voice of Ukraine from September 23rd, 2022. Germany's Bundestag postpones vote on MBTs for Ukraine. So you have some weasels over there that say we should send it to these guys, and we have another weasels that say no, we should not send it. Instead of just asking the population that was already propagandized by the mass media, which is in the hand of interests. So the center-right Christian Democratic Union, Christian Social Union opposition bloc, so it's an opposition bloc, has requested a vote on a Bundestag motion that urges the government to immediately allow the export of German battle tanks and infantry fighting vehicles to Ukraine. So basically like this: hey, we want to send the real battle tanks to Ukraine, and in the meantime Russia was gonna nuke us first. Yay! First place, Deutschland! Das ist gut! Good! Yes, okay, so basically this is what's happening. And these guys say, wait, let's vote. Don't agree, don't make a decision on yourselves and just you guys, let's vote. Okay, that would have been tantamount to a vote of no confidence in German Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Ukraine strategy, since the Chancellor has repeatedly ruled out such deliveries as long as the Western allies don't deliver similar heavy gear. He was like, no, you know what? Take it easy, man. Those guys are gonna nuke us. Let others go first. And if nothing happens to those guys, then we can go. Let other guys have balls, because ours, they were, snipped in 1945. So we can grow new ones. So let's see who's gonna move first. What can you do? You are a weasel. You're gonna stay a weasel. It seems like. The opposition's maneuver was particularly dangerous for Scholz and his Social Democratic parties because leading politicians from his coalition partners, the Greens and the Liberal Free Democratic Party, have also demanded the delivery of German Leopard battle tanks and Marder infantry fighting vehicles. A vote on weapons deliveries in the Bundestag would have risked revealing fatal cracks in the government unity, and could even have led to a defeat of Scholz in parliament. Did you hear that? So they're concerned with that. None of them is concerned with what Putin told them. And he also emphasized, I'm not bluffing. No, they don't even think. They are still, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if you ever saw, if you watched the documentaries with animals, and sometimes you see the gazelle on the savannah, and eats, grazes, and then the lioness approaches, and then you can see, for instance, rabbits playing and fighting on the little field, and then you see a coyote coming, or a fox. This is what Germany, with little infights over here. Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do this? We're gonna look bad. Oh no, I'm not gonna look bad. I don't want to look like the. And those guys are getting their nukes out. Unbelievable. Or I think like that. Anyway, so it's unbelievable how short-minded these guys are. And it's the population who does what? The population is kept down by a great mass media. Remember, I made a video about a few hours ago with some politicians called far right from Bundestag, right, from the Parliament of Germany, to go to the occupied territories, clunk, 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 where Russia is now over there, right? Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporozhye, whatever. To go over there and figure out what's going on, to see in the field and compare and contrast with what the mass media tells the population in Germany. And instead of everyone hailing that as go, 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 yes, 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 oh my God, the far-right people, they're supporting Putin, don't go. The Ukrainians say, well, that's illegal, you can't do that, you are just war criminals if you go over there. Immediately label them as being bad dudes. Just because they want to verify, see with their own eyes. But people who came in Kiev and walked in the streets over there and pictures and all that, that was cool, that was great. But these guys that go over there to see, no, you can't know the truth. We will tell you how it is, okay? And our mass media and your mass media, which owns our mass media, gonna let your fish with your population know how things are here, okay? And we keep them under control. You fight over there with your little schemers, the population is gonna be propagandized by the big mass media, blah, 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 all right? And the Russians are get their nukes out from the underground storage. Fantastic. And they dust them and, you know, make sure they're clean. Oh my God. So these guys are just following a heated 50-minute debate that the Russians know about, guarantee you. However, the majority of blah 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 SPD, Green and FDP lawmakers voted to send the opposition's motion to the Foreign Affairs and Economic Affairs committees for further discussion. That effectively delays a plenary vote on the text for a few weeks. So basically I said, we do not have them, they were snipped, we're gonna just pass it here, they're going to pass it there, they're going to pass it there, and then we're going to look, hey, is the war over yet? We're going to pass it there. No, okay, pass it. They hope that in those weeks, until they pass it to one place to another, something major happens in Ukraine, then everything stops and say, hey, we wanted to send you, we were in the process of sending you the weapons, okay? And the Russians would say, hey, Russians, we were not, you know, we were just debating, we were not certain actually. So with their ass are on two sides right now by buying time. That's what it is, weasels and weasels. That's why a guy who died in the past century, he said, when you have one person to make a decision, you know that person, that if that person makes a decision, it's only that person responsible for that decision. So you can point the fingers and remove that person out. But here you have politicians and parliamentarians. We were a majority. You can't do anything to us. You're going to vote as us out. Okay? We were a majority. What do you want, man? That's how democracy. So they hide behind the numbers. You know what could be defined like people who attack in numbers? Cowards. Because courage is always individual. No? People who are not courageous attack in numbers. Well, anyway, it's more philosophical. And anyway. So, the weasels are postponing the decision. And as I said, Zelensky is waiting. And he's like, I'm going to call daddy and you're going to be in trouble. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.